So you've made the decision to sell your house. You believe you've timed it right and you need to know all the steps to take to get your home ready. Well, I've got 9 things I want to talk to you about to make sure you're absolutely ready and you understand the whole entire process before you put your home on the market. So hang in there. We'll be right back to talk about these 9 things. Hey, it's John Bice with eXp Real Estate, and we're also affiliated with the Florida for Boomers Network here in Manatee and Sarasota County. So you believe you've timed the market right and you're getting ready to sell your home. People ask me all the time, John, what's the best time to put my home on the market? In our market in Sarasota, there's really not a season anymore. Now, during snowbird season, yes, we have an influx of about 25% more people, but keep in mind, the large majority of those people are either coming here in their RV buses, they've already purchased a condo, villa, single family home, and they consider themselves snowbirds. Now, there are a group of people that come down and rent and may be looking to buy, but ideally, one of our best times a year, and people don't think that it is June and July, even into August, because families are trying to find a home in the school district that they want their kids to go to. So what used to historically be a very slow time in the market is really a very good time. Now, again, during snowbird season, we do have a huge influx of people, and they are out looking at homes, but it doesn't mean necessarily that they're in the market to purchase something. There's lookers, but there's not a whole lot more buyers that are in town. Question number 2 that I get, how long will it take to sell my home? Well, we'll do a very in-depth look at your community, because honestly, every community is a little bit different, and look at the absorption rate in your community. How many homes have gone for sale in the last year? How long did it take them to sell? A huge part of this also is based on pricing. We want to get you priced for the current real estate market, not March of 2022. I'm running into so many sellers that are just having the hardest time figuring out, hey, my house last year was worth $700,000. How come it's not worth that now? Shouldn't the price have gone up? No, we're down 10 to 13% pretty much across the board in Manatee and Sarasota County, but we're still up about 15% over the prices before 2020. So we're still above those prices, but we're down about 13% from the peak of, we were up 28% total during the craziness of 2022. So that's something to take into consideration for sure. The condition of your home, the absorption rate in your neighborhood, and the correct pricing for it. And don't compare it to something that sold in March of 2022. What goes along with that, and how long will it take me to sell my house, is what's the right price for my house? Well, again, we'll take a very in-depth look at it and show you everything that has sold around you, and even sales. If you have pending sales in your neighborhood, we'll take a look at those as well. So we want to compare your home plus or minus, typically what I do is 20% on the square footage. We want to see some homes that are a little bit smaller, the same size, and a little bit larger. And we want to have the most recent sales. Again, we can go back a year now because it would be June of 2022. Those sales might be okay, but really what we want to do is get the most recent sales as close to your house as possible. So I start off with 90 days back and a half a mile away from your house, which will usually do the circumference of your community and maybe a few homes outside of the community, which is okay. But we take a really deep look at that, and then I show you the lowest average price per square foot, the middle price per square foot and the highest price per square foot. And we talk about where your home sits in that range. Is it very average for the neighborhood? Is it a little bit above average? Or is it one of the nicest homes with upgrades, new roof, new pool surface, new air conditioning system, new windows? So how does it actually compare in your community to the rest of the homes? Next question I get a lot is, how much does it cost me to sell my home? Like, John, what's it cost to use you? Well, typical real estate commission in this area is 6%. Now, the way that works is 90% of the time, you're going to have another agent from another real estate brokerage that's working with a buyer now that's actually looking for everything that your home is. So we have somebody come in with a buyer, and then I'm representing you as the seller. So it's 3% to the selling side, 3% to the buying side. Now that's negotiable. Sometimes we put it out there as 2.5% to the buyer's side because they don't have any advertising dollars. They're not having to do all the paperwork. So we can offer 2.5. Remember, our market is really competitive right now. Very, very few listings. So if you have homes out there that are offering 3%, or some of these builders now are offering 4 and 5% commissions, you want to stay competitive with them. And then there's a lot of other variables in there on costs that we will cover, and I'll do a net sheet for you. I'm usually about $200 plus or minus the exact dollar that you'll get at closing. Who's paying for title insurance, prorations going back and forth, about taxes, CDD fees, everything. So it's hard to put a percentage on what it will cost you, but you can count on, let's just say 6% off the top to work with 2 real estate agents.